whatever you want with your life, Jim.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to part 1 of Chrono Trigger. Hey, it's Jim, Matt, and Johnny.
I'm
What?
here.
Jim, Matt, and Johnny?
All three of
I'm
us.
here.
That's illegal
Uh-oh.
in at least 50 states.
That's as many states as there are.
Should
According
we
to
go
my
high res? High res or OG on the graphics here?
OG.
I don't know.
OG. I don't want
OG.
some like gross upscale BS.
Hey, Jim,
I
can I
want it to
do a
look
beginning of the
crunchy.
stream slight critique? I think you should make the game screen a little bigger. Like there's room there for it to be larger.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like just drag it out a little.
Yeah, drag it out, buddy.
Drag it out a
Drag it
little.
out. Yeah.
Drag it out.
1, 2, 3. Now it's a country 3. Hi, Artie.
Artie.
I don't know why this isn't doing
All right.
anything.
Isn't there can you enable low latency streaming so that it's not 30 seconds between us and the video? Isn't that a YouTube option?
It is not, I don't think.
I know there is one somewhere on YouTube. I just don't remember where it is.
I've got my tablet up with YouTube so I can keep an eye on the fancy chat. Artie, I'm glad that you thought that the new cover art was beautiful. That is courtesy of Vanessa. She drew that for us.
Are you guys
Crund.
frozen?
Rug.
I'm not.
Are you guys seeing a
I'm
black
just
screen?
not. I see the
Yes.
black screen. Yes.
Yep.
Okay, I think this.
I see a
crashed.
mouse.
Did you clicked away, didn't you?
Yeah, but I clicked back into it.
I don't know. I think you broke it.
Oh.
Okay. You'll have to excuse me for
I'm
one
shaking my
moment.
head. Maybe I should move my phone so that I'm looking more at it instead of looking away from it. Hold on a second.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking the same thing. Like I've got to keep an eye on the chat, I have to look down. So the primary view of me on the stream is going to be me looking down. I want to look directly into the camera. Hello, Artie.
How's this?
Hello,
Now
Galani.
I'm much
Hello,
closer. Well, I'm not seeing screen share.
Just one moment, please.
One moment while we try to stream good again. So, little inside baseball, we switched it this time. Jim is going to be playing the game, as we discussed, but that meant setting all of this up over on Jim's computer instead of mine, so we may have some glitchies. We'll see what happens.
I'm looking right down the barrel, Artie. Right
Screen
down the
share
barrel.
has some anime. It's very slow.
I don't know why. Oh, there it goes. Hey!
And
For
now
some
I
reason,
see the pendulum.
that beginning animation never makes it to the actual game window.
I see it.
That's what we
Oh,
get
weird.
for
it
playing on
never-
Steam.
Never shows up in OBS though.
Huh.
Oh, there we go.
I had
do
that
this.
happened with my like there's some animations that won't show up in Steam Deck where it's like the game's intro movie will just be a black screen. It's weird.
I think Chrono's name should be Jom. Jom Bonks.
Oh. Jom is what I call myself in Smash Brothers. JOHM. All caps.
No.
Why are you covering your face? I'm looking down at the stream and you've got your hands over your eyes like, oh no. Jim, Vanessa says you're very red. And she's right. Why are you so red?
Yeah, he got sunburnt.
Oh.
Yeah.
Remember he was out at the
Oh yeah, wait, not Jom.
cottage?
It should be Crund, like Vanessa put
Yeah,
on
Crund.
Crund.
Yeah, it should be Crund. You're right.
I love it. Crund. So good. If I don't get the Deo song out of my head somehow, I might lose
I have
my mind.
to when that happens to me, I have to like listen to music I really like.
Yeah.
That's the only way I can get a song out of my head.
I spent a little bit of time this morning listening to the sweet new Coheed and Cambria. It's okay.
He did steal my mustache. It's upsetting.
Yeah, it's true. Jim stole Johnny's mustache. Why would you do that, Jim?
I don't know how to confirm this name. Oh, there it goes. I do it with my stupid mouse.
Yeah, I had that problem with Final Fantasy VI, where occasionally I would have to.
Ooh, look, there's a boat.
Ooh, this is
Some
real
burbs.
choppy. I'm enjoying this slideshow that we're watching.
I mean, this is what Final Fantasy VI looked like to me.
I mean, I went back and rewatched those streams, and I thought it mostly looked good until the very last episode, when suddenly it kind of looked like crap. All right, well, I'll tell you what. I'm looking at the stream, and the stream looks fine. So
yeah, the stream looks
what's
fine.
important.
Yeah, I think it's
it's
something
fine.
to do with Zoom,
and it's good enough that I can keep up with what's happening. Like Crund right now, someone's saying Crund.
Wakey, Crund.
Crund, are you still sleeping?
Turn these motherfuckers down. That's what I'm gonna do. Artie says it looks great. That's wonderful. Thank you, Artie. How do our cameras look, Artie? Do we all look fancy and sharp and cool?
I need to clean my camera.
Yeah, you're just kind of blurry. It's got that sex lens. Like, did you rub some Vaseline on it?
Well, it's the what do you call that? The through the screen camera.
Ah, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah, and I probably need.
Don't you have a
that
camera?
screen.
Why don't you use that?
It died.
Oh,
Chrono
really?
is so cool.
Yeah, he's super cool. Look at him with his red Goku hair and his blue Goku clothes. He's Goku.
Oh, here we go. What should we name Luca?
It's true.
I think
that's a Vanessa.
I agree. I would say Nessa.
Only 5 characters.
Nessa. Yeah.
In honor of her amazing accomplishment at creating our new background for the starting soon screen.
Although Vanessa doesn't have a tiny mouth, but she's not a what's the name of the guy that makes those drawings?
Akira Toriyama?
Yeah, she's not a Toriyama lady. Yeah.
Well, you hear that, Vanessa? You don't have a small enough mouth, per Johnny. I meant to make myself some streaming notes about things to just kind of talk about occasionally, and I forgot to. So let me remind our viewers to please hit that like button. More likes help, is what we've been told. We don't know, but more likes is good. We would appreciate it. And if you're not subscribed, which I'm sure you are, but if you're not, please smash that subscribe button. And finally, check out our website, squarerootspodcast.com, I think. Is that right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Check out our Patreon, patreon.com/squarerootspodcast. I think that, like I've said before, I would like to eventually put some of these games that we're playing up for a vote on the voting tier, just to give a little more value to that tier. And we will be.
You're saying we're not playing Phantasy Star next?
I mean, it's your call. If you want to play the next game, you can put up a vote, or you can do whatever you want. I think when I play again, I will put it up for a vote.
Yeah.
And
Who are all these people in your house?
Yeah, what's happening here? Get out of my house.
If you go to the mayor's house first thing, he has a free potion and a free 100 gold.
Oh,
why's that one guy got a magic save point on him? What was that about?
He's showing how save points work?
Yeah.
Artie used some kind of one-eyed
about
monster.
How she made the discovery of a lifetime. That sounds just
Vanessa.
like Vanessa.
Mm-hmm.
Vanessa is honored to have the best character named after her. Vanessa, how do you feel about your fate in this universe? Your inevitable fate.
She has a better fate than the rest of the team.
Doesn't she die in a fire?
Yeah, but the other team gets murdered before. At least she gets to run an orphanage and stuff for a while.
You know what? I bet you're right. I bet if you asked her, she'd say, at least I was able to do some good with my life.
Yeah, the other two just die randomly when which city is it that invades and kills everyone? It's like one of the other towns kills everyone in.
It's the monster town in the southern continent.
Oh,
Vanessa
really?
said to Johnny, through a stream camera? Do you mean a camera?
No, it's
all right,
let's under screen camera.
And Galani also mentioned that obviously if you're watching this and you have not Seen it before?
Oh no.
You've not heard it before? Check
Oh,
out the
no,
Screws
that-
podcast.
It crashed, and now I have Vanessa's face trying to do the tiny mouth from Akira Toriyama on my screen, and it is a nightmare. Why is it crashing?
I think
Yeah.
this is just a crappy Steam game.
Oh.
But let's give it another go.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, resume.
Luca dies in a fire? What are you talking about, Vanessa? That is canon.
Oh, good. At least it's
She
saving
dies in-
progress mostly.
She may be yeah, so at least they're pretty good about auto saving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The 1000th anniversary
Oh.
of our Kingdom's foundation.
Something that you may not have done that you may have considered doing, Jim, is shutting down as much crap as possible. Like, you
Yeah,
don't need
going
Steam
into
running
your
in the background
tray.
to play the.
You know all those
Game
things
and-
that run, like if you go to your tray, just close down all of it.
Can I,
Yeah, you
can I
don't
close
need-
all my browsers too?
I'm
Yes.
afraid if you do, it's definitely gonna crash again. But
Well, what you gonna do? It's gonna crash either way, buddy.
Okay.
Matt plays Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, no damage, any percent. You run.
that's not gonna be up for a vote. I don't want to replay that game. Thank you.
Well, you don't have an extra 100 hours?
I have been enjoying Rebirth to some degree the last few weeks. Now that we've gotten away from the Golden Saucer and Costa del Sol,
Is the
I'm
game
back
still
into
in the
it.
stream?
Yeah. Oh no.
No, but also it's
But
a
it's
little
30
behind.
seconds. Yeah, it's 30
I
seconds.
think I just
behind.
fixed it.
Something you could consider, Jim, is shutting up.
I did. All right. Should I buy this sword? This bronze blade?
Should
No,
you
buy
buy
the
the
silver
sword?
sword.
I only have 700. I don't have
Yeah, but the
4,000.
other
All right,
sword
the
is
game
way
back
better.
in the stream.
Do you already have a sword? Yeah, I'd buy the buy the bronze blade. What are you?
Let's start having the discussion now about what to do with Magus.
Do you want this to be a ultra happy good playthrough?
Yeah, it's your choice. It's your call, Jim.
Yeah.
What do the listeners think?
That's a good question. Listeners, you're going to have to chime in. Monster Town, Florida?
I
Yeah.
got a Price is Right themed ad from the GM dealer near my house. This I could get a GMC Sierra 1500 for only $92,000.
Wow.
Do you need a new car? I don't understand.
I don't. I
Is
just like
this-
looking at cars.
John, is the
I like my
Steam version of this
convertible.
game the DS port?
It's its own thing. I think it does it have the anime cutscenes?
Yeah.
I don't know.
It does.
It does.
Oh,
Okay.
I think I fucked that up.
Oh, what'd you do?
You're supposed to let her run into you, but I think I accidentally ran into her.
Ah, jeez, Jim.
Jeez,
Jeez.
Jim.
Messed it up right out of the gate.
Mm-hmm. Call her Secret of Mana. That's what you should call this girl.
Ooh, the bell is ringing.
Well, we
Yeah.
could name her after someone. Call her like Bree or Tracy or like.
Here's your pendant. You may have it back.
Are we naming her right now?
I think you have to soon. Maybe
Listeners,
in a little bit.
chime in if you've got a suggestion for her name.
Sluts with a Z.
Johnny.
Oh, sorry.
This is a family-friendly
Yahoo.
podcast. I mean,
Jim,
stream.
steal his sandwich. Galani wants you to steal the sandwich.
Okay, maybe we'll just go for an evil run. Her name is what?
Oh, I don't know. Let's see. How
Already
about
we were
mo-
asking what to name her, but I think it might be.
Oh
a little
yeah,
late.
he says mozzarella. How about mozza? Mozza. No, you gotta put some caps in there, buddy.
Oh yeah.
It's a good name.
I think you should name her Tifa.
Ooh, Tifa's good too.
It's Matza.
Yep.
Crund. What a
Crund.
nice name.
Grund. I love it. Parmesan, paprika.
Should we steal this dude's sandwich?
Why wouldn't you? Aren't you
yeah.
hungry?
Are you hungry? Mm.
I made some air fryer fried chicken
Such a
last night.
pig, Crund.
I made some air fryer fried chicken last night using potato flakes instead of breading. It came out amazing.
Ooh, I gotta. I don't. If I had a bigger kitchen, I'd get an air fryer. But I would rather get a countertop dishwasher because that would be amazing.
You already have one of those. His name is Johnny.
Oh, that's not fun.
Here's your cat. Oh no, it fucking ran off. Oh wait.
I do love my air fryer. I know that every time everybody buys the newest, thing, it's always like, "That's not bad. I love my George Foreman grill. I love my Instapot." But I really do use that.
I had a George Foreman grill and used that all the time.
I used it a bunch too. It didn't make good chicken.
Did you guys see that? See that? I'd have won the drinking contest.
Wow.
Ooh.
I'm about to win the drinking contest.
Is winning the drinking contest considered good or bad?
It's good. You get 5 silver points if you do it.
Oh, right.
Let's go fight Gato.
Let's do it. Yep, stream's looking good. Feeling good about this. Don't you steal lunch, Jim, said Vanessa. Too late.
Did it. Ooh, this
I
is
love
weird.
the fight music so
I've never
much.
played the version with their bars under their sprites like that.
That's got to be a PC only thing,
Yeah,
right?
It does. I don't like the way it looks either. Like it doesn't. It looks.
Well, because the pixels,
looks like
the pixels are
anachronistic, like it's not
the
supposed to
wrong
be.
size.
You be able to turn that off in the settings.
Is Gato gonna explode? Oh
No,
no.
I have lost. And it seems you have won. Here are 15 points.
I think if we fight this guy a few times, we can get a level or 2.
Yeah, fight him 100 times. Do it. Do that thing that people do where they fight the first enemy of the game until they reach max level.
He has a
fun
Pokeball on his tummy.
It looks like it, yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're right. And listen, look, the Pokemon that comes out is Buxamon.
It's Fisto.
Fisto.
He has a loincloth over his robot penis.
Well, yeah. You don't want it just dangling.
It's true. Look at that crit. See
You're getting
that?
10 XP. Hey, you leveled up.
Vanessa's like, I can't be guilty. I'm Vanessa. I can't be. You can never find me guilty. I like that Gato has a mic. That is a beautiful detail.
Oh, Artie said he's starving and we should send him the sandwich. Sorry, Artie. Artie's making D&D food right now. Y'all ever see that?
Are you
He
gonna
posts it to Twitter, which I don't go to.
Yeah.
He posts it to the
I
Discord.
see it all the time. Looks really
cool.
good.
Yeah, I don't use Twitter that much anymore because of Elon. I didn't delete my account, which I never really used much anyway, but I deleted the app off my phone. I don't go to it. Every once in a while, I'll follow like a link from like a post, but even then, half the time, I always consider it like, do I really care enough to go to Twitter to see what this says?
I wonder if I just split the jury, because I did a couple nice things and a couple not nice things. Can't remember who I have to talk to here. I think it's her.
I hear Nessa and her father. Oh, no.
Oh, sorry. So
No, it's okay.
blow up like the last one.
Well, I'm excited to talk about Final Fantasy VII Rebirth Cosmo Canyon tomorrow. John, how far along are you?
Well, I'm done the chunker. I'm just gonna do side stuff.
I'm a good
So
chunk of the way
I haven't
into the next
actually
chunker.
flown to Nibelheim yet.
Yeah.
There we go.
Nothing happens. Like, you don't need to do that. You just land.
Okay.
That's it. In
All right,
fact,
this is
I
where you
landed
gotta
and then
be
I turned around and called him back and went to the Golden Saucer to fight Wise or whatever. Or maybe I went to Gongaga to fight Regina to do more Queen's Blood.
Oh.
I am so hooked on that stupid game.
But I've got a deck now that wins almost every time. So
Yeah.
it's It's not too bad because
I like to.
I always put down the one that gives me points if I put down a card, and one that gives me points if they put down a card, and one that gives me points if either side gets a card destroyed. So I just end up with so many points.
I'll have to look for that. I don't think the only one I'm using. I only have one level 3 in my deck, and it's the crocodile that gains a point every time you put down a card.
Yeah, I have that one for sure.
I'll have to look for that. I'm sure I have it. I'll have to see. I'll have to find it and swap it out. Once it added the cards that let you replace cards, I found myself to be completely unstoppable.
Oh yeah, I see why those are useful, because then even if you don't have space, you can put down cards, right?
Yeah, and you can take over one of their pegs by replacing your card, so you can use that to trap them out. It's really handy.
Unless they have ready to see some graphical awe?
Yeah, let's see it. Let's see how SNES good. Era. Well, I'm curious because sometimes when Square redoes these games like this, like the graphics don't look as good.
Yeah,
like they look like bad like generic special. Oh, that looks pretty good.
That does look pretty good.
Yeah. Ooh,
that's like when we first played Final Fantasy VI for the show, which was the first time I'd ever played the full game, more than the first few hours of the game, really. I played the iOS version that was hideous.
Well, yeah,
so playing the Pixel Remaster was a lot of fun for me because I finally got to really see.
Well, but the Pixel Remaster has that really generic-looking special effects that I don't like for attacks and stuff.
Oh, here we go.
I don't like the look of Bio in the Pixel Remaster. I don't like.
I didn't find myself using. I don't think I used 95% of the spells in that game.
System I did have activated. Oh, don't do it! Don't do it!
Energy transfer.
It's gonna have a Jeff Goldblum fly.
Oh no! Is she gonna turn into a fly?
Yeah.
I've been thinking about downloading Game Maker Studio or whatever it's called. Am I out of my mind?
How much free time do you have?
Oh no,
not much. But I've had an idea for like a Zelda style like top-down platformer for a long time, where you like each area is like a different weird thing. Like in one you're a giant and everything's tiny, and in one you're I don't know.
Uh-oh.
Where's she
I would
going?
say like try it out. Like what I would say is make a 2-room one. Don't overscope your first game. Basically, you want to make something like with 2 rooms, make it work, and see and go from there.
That's a great suggestion.
Yeah.
A lot of hot gaming news to talk about tomorrow.
Yeah. Sorry, yeah. So much. Like the Square. Like I want to rant about the Square stuff. There's closing down Arcane Austin, who made
That's wild.
Prey.
Yeah.
Is fucking. Come on, you have $1 gajillion, Microsoft.
Well, I think a lot of people had left Arcane Austin by this point. I think.
Mean, if it was
Redfall ran a lot of people out of there. Yeah.
And I mean, not that I want those people to lose their jobs, but that game's not very good.
No. But they also shut down the studio that made that rhythm game that everybody loved.
Oh,
yeah, Hi-Fi Rush.
Like crazy.
Yeah, and they made the
Samba
Tokyo.
De Amigo, you mean?
No.
Like, can the government get involved and make Microsoft stop buying game studios because they fucking ruin them over and over again?
So Arcane Leon is the one that made Dishonored, right? So they can still make Dishonored.
I can't remember. I was looking at it yesterday. They're working on something now, but I don't remember what it is. It's not Dishonored.
But Arcane Austin's the one that made Prey and...
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, Prey was such a great game. Like it fits right into the System Shock, BioShock,
Immersive
like style
sim.
Deus Ex.
Good luck, Crund.
Crund. No.
Matt, isn't that the immersive sim genre? Am I?
I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what the kids call it these days.
Yeah.
Or 0451 games, which is a dumb name for them.
Arcane Leon did Deathloop, which was okay. Oh, that's right. Arcane Leon is working on the Blade game with Marvel, which...
Oh, shit.
Right.
Listen, I don't hate
like
the
Blade.
idea in any way, shape, or form. I love Blade, but like, do I... have any faith in a Marvel game? Not really.
What?
I know people like that Guardians of the
any,
Galaxy game, but
are there any big Marvel movies coming out this year, or are they putting them on pause because of Captain Marvel bombing?
I think that Captain America, or no, I think
he's
maybe
dead.
Captain America 4.
Oh,
And also that I think that Thunderbolts movie is maybe coming out this year.
Thunder!
Which, in fact, I'm sure the Thunderbolts movie is because there are like some promotional materials floating around, and Harrison Ford is playing Red Hulk, which is fun.
Oh, that's interesting. Do you think he's going to have his sleepy performances? Like he does a lot of the Harrison Ford doesn't care performance where he's like,
I mean, Harrison Ford's up there with a lot of other guys where like maybe you're just a little too old to be in these movies. Like I love you, Samuel L. Jackson, but I just don't find the man to be a selling point anymore.
Yeah, I used to think that about Bruce Willis, and then they said he had that Bruce Willis disease, so it just became.
Well, Bruce Willis has been doing straight-to-video movies for the last decade, basically.
Ooh, there's a chest.
There's another potion.
Got a potion.
For some reason, I can't run. Oh, I have to toggle the run. That's weird.
Douche sex could never be as fun as Prey was, Artie says.
I like doing sex.
Good thing I bought
Vanessa said she looks at Twitter occasionally, and all the top comments are trash.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Artie said about, I assume about Robo, or Gato, or whatever his name is, from way back then. He for sure poked you with his ball. And Galani says that he's Jim's evil shoulder angel. Isn't that a devil? Isn't it the devil that's your evil shoulder?
Well, you can have both. Like one shoulder has your devil and one has your angle.
I mean, the modern Deus Ex games were not as good as, they could have been, but they were still pretty fun games.
I like that Human Revolution. It was fun.
I think they're good. I just don't think they're great. I would like to go back. In fact, I'd love to do it on the show, and maybe I'll put it up for a vote sometime. I would love to do the original Deus Ex. That would be fun as fuck.
That's the Deus Ex Human Revolution is another one of those games where they set it like 100 years too soon, because I think it's set in 2026.
Yeah.
Which there was no way that was all going to happen in the next 15 years. Come on.
It's a real tradition of science fiction to
overshoot,
to undershoot things,
Yeah.
Like all of the sci-fi of the 60s and 70s was like in the year 2000.
Mm-hmm. Like Space 1999 and all that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All that stuff's pretty silly. I like science fiction like Dune, where it's like 10,000 years in the future.
What year was the Butlerian Jihad, Matthew?
Well, if you actually look into the timeline of Dune, it is not our calendar. So it's like the year 10,000 or something, but we have no idea when it started.
Well, that's even better.
Who knows?
Yeah.
I agree. I completely agree. Also, don't at me about Dune questions. I've watched those movies. I read the first 2 books. I've never read anything after that. I did not care for that second book, and I never bothered to read the third one. I guess I did watch the Sci-Fi Channel miniseries.
Wasn't it John Carpenter? Was it Wes Craven or John Carpenter? I thought John Carpenter did Dracula 2000. I'm talking about the comment in the year 2000. Wes Craven's Dracula 2000 comes out and changed the world. Yeah. I think that's John Carpenter, wasn't it?
Are you thinking of?
No.
Was that the Ghosts of Mars?
John Carpenter did Ghosts of Mars and John Carpenter's Vampires. That was around that time too.
Oh, that's what I'm mixing it up with. That was awful.
That movie has that great opening scene where the vampire just murders all those really scummy dudes in that shitty motel.
Chrono, you're about to die.
Oh man,
that was close.
Squeaked out that one.
Yeah.
Good thing I bought all these heals.
This is a gorgeous game, though. Gotta give it credit. It looks so good. This was on the Super Nintendo.
Sure was.
I didn't realize Wes Craven did Dracula 2000.
That's weird because it is definitely called Wes Craven's Dracula 2000.
Maybe not in Canada.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they keep saying Fiend Lord.
Back to your original
2000, the one with the 7 of 9 in it.
Do what?
The lady who played Jerry Ryan, was that Dracula 2000?
I think that's a question for Artie. Artie will let us know.
Wasn't Danny Masterson in that movie too?
Oh no!
Ugh, don't even bring that guy up.
Look at her pretty dress.
Yeah.
Back to something you said earlier, John. I like Blade a lot too, and I think the Marvel's working on a Blade movie. I love Mahershala Ali, though I think he's getting a little old to be like an action hero.
How old is he?
I think he's got to be in his 50s.
Oh wow!
But like Arcane working on a Blade game sounds great and certainly could be fantastic. I just don't know. We'll see. I'll be there. I'll be playing it.
Wonder what that old Chancellor is up to.
He is 50.
Also,
Matt.
How are you all?
50.
Yeah, seems a little. I think that guy is a fantastic actor in everything I see him in.
Nope.
Don't know that he's. Don't know.
You can't open those chests yet, right?
Not
the
yet.
the ones. Yeah. Oh, is that guy evil?
Artie said
evil.
he doesn't know who the chicks were, but Dracula was Gerard Butler.
Oh, that's
The
right.
Chicks. Come on, Artie.
Yeah, the chick.
It's the 90s. You can't say chicks anymore.
What's wrong with chicks?
I don't know. I do know. I got yelled at for saying chicks in the 90s by my philosophy teacher. She's like, chicks? Come on. She got real mad about that. Don't say chicks, buddy.
Yeah, I got yelled at
Not in
at
a
a
beer
job once
commercial.
for referring to a woman that I was friends with as a broad. She did not appreciate that. I'm not seeing. Oh, Omar Epps is in this movie. I'm not. Danny Masterson is in it. I am not. Yeah, Jerry Ryan. John was right.
Okay, that is. I have seen that one then, because I do like. I like Jerry Ryan.
I like Jerry Ryan, but I think we like her for different reasons.
Didn't she end wasn't she pivotal in Obama becoming president because her husband was like a big candidate but had an affair and she came out about it, and then he lost. He was going to be a Democratic candidate.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
It could have been like a whole Illinois thing. I can't remember if Obama was like a state senator or something. I don't remember how that.
He was a state senator, but when he was elected, he was a United
Junior
States
senator.
Galani, you can't say dames because then you just said, unless you're wearing a full private eye outfit, then that's the only time you can say dames.
Or you're dressed like a newsie.
Yeah.
So she does have an ex-husband named Jack Ryan, Tom Clancy's Jack Ryan.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
And he was a candidate in a 2004 U.S. Senate race in Illinois. Doesn't say anything about Obama here. Let's see, Senate race.
Oh no, what's happening?
He won the Republican primary, pitting him against Barack Obama.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
However, his divorce records containing damaging allegations were unsealed and made public, and he withdrew his candidacy. Interesting. I had no idea.
Yeah. Help me, Crund. I'm scared. It's like I'm dying.
Is she about
Please,
to quantum
Crund.
leap?
It's
Where's
Quantum
Ziggy?
Leap. Oh, it's Quantum Leap. It's Vanessa's favorite show. And maybe even get a little sexy. I have a whole set of lyrics for that one, too.
Grund.
We already said Jerry Ryan is 7 of 9, and I like her.
Is Jerry Ryan Paul Ryan's drag persona? Yeah, Artie. Jerry Ryan was 7 of 9 in Star Trek Voyager, and basically the only reason anybody continued watching that show once it moved to the CW. At least that's how I remember it.
It moved to the CW?
Well, that's how I remember it. Yes, I remember it moving to the CW in the 90s, and right around the time they introduced Jerry Ryan.
Do you know that every time one of
She
these
doesn't
little
show up
sprites
until what, season
has a
3,
little
season
baby,
4?
it means they're getting impregnated. Did you guys know that?
Season 3. Sorry, what was that?
Every time
like how-
it showed one of those little sprites and she had a little baby, that means she had just had sex.
Right, so the sprites were sperm.
Yeah.
So you're saying I just had sex.
I love this explanation of time.
I know, me too.
Matzah will never have existed.
Although I think they do multiple like kind of time theories in this game, because this is like the grandfather paradox, but I think there's another kind of paradox later.
Artie, you're a hard to read kind of nerd, bud. I don't really get it. You've got some real like blind spots.
Yeah. Vanessa says, remember back
I
in the
didn't
day
even
when having an affair was enough to get you kicked out as a candidate?
Yeah.
Tell
Me
that
too.
to JFK, Vanessa.
I didn't even like Star Trek very much until like a couple of years ago. And even I know all about 7 of 9 and Jerry Ryan. And I guess I did stop watching Deep Space Nine. I got about 3 seasons in. It was just kind of like, all right, well.
I can't open that.
My problem with Deep Space Nine is a lot of those early seasons just had junk filler episodes that were awful. And so that's why I didn't watch it.
It's weird to me to hear you say that, because that is a tradition of Star Trek, and frankly, what I think makes the show good.
But I think that I liked the junk. I liked the awful junk filler episodes in Next Generation because I liked the cast better.
Yeah, well, that's kind of something I've been saying, which is I think that the cast in Next Generation is better. The writing in Deep Space Nine is better, but the problem is that a lot of it revolves around the Dominion and all that stuff. And like I've watched the show twice. Like I kind of know it too well now. It's not as exciting. It's not as rewatchable as Next Generation.
Yeah.
Because
I
so
guess like the Planet
story.
of the Week episodes on Next Gen are much more rewatchable. There's not that many like big plot episodes. Like
and frankly, the big plot episodes tend to kind of suck. Like fucking Picard getting bored. Like that's not good stuff.
I love that. But I remember that one being the first time I really understood how seasons work. Because he got bored and then it says to be continued. I'm like, so is that going to be next week? And my brothers were like, no, you got to wait all summer to find out what happened. And I
remember when you just had to wait this summer and it wasn't 8 episodes once every couple of years?
Uh-oh.
Who are these? Whoa.
They're Naga
At least they're wearing bras. Do you think the bras were added for the North American version?
Oh no, no.
Do you think they had their tits out in the non-North American version?
They could have.
It's not bad.
Yeah, maybe.
A lot of times these I've seen sprites of these things with their boobs out.
I mean, the Persona games definitely will.
Yeah.
This is the first dungeon in the game. They should not take more than 3 hits.
Well, isn't this a
4 of
boss?
No.
Oh.
The mini boss.
Yeah, maybe they.
You're not going outside, Cat. No matter how much you cry.
Oh, why am I not using my Cyclone? Should be using my Cyclone.
Tits in Nintendo? Never.
There are tits in a Nintendo game, and I can't remember. Oh, well, Taboo has breasts. That came out on a Nintendo game.
Artie said, I don't like Star Trek, never seen an episode, and shan't. I don't know. I grew up, I didn't like Star Trek when I was younger, and around the pandemic time, I was looking for something nostalgic to watch, and I finally managed to watch some TNG, and it really did hook me. Like, that show is better than I think you would expect. If you skip the first season and a half.
Well, Koromaru is fantastic.
What? Oh my god.
Oh, Galani was saying that he liked how we all liked Koromaru, and yeah, best dog. Of course we love
best dog. Best mascot.
Yeah.
Better than Teddy, better than Morgana.
Oh, I don't know about better than Teddy. I mean, he's a problematic fave for me.
I do want to play 4 again, but like I feel like I should just wait until they remake it, basically. I was really hooked on the P3 remake, but then I had to put it down so I could start playing Rebirth, and I haven't even looked at it since. I mean, it sucks. Shit. Like we get hooked on we get stuck on these big games, and you really like. I still haven't played Baldur's Gate 3 really, and I really want to.
Either.
And speaking of, like, we're definitely playing Fallout 3 next, so get ready for another huge open world.
Well,
It'll take up all your fucking time.
The story's like 5 episodes. It's not like the main plot is pretty short.
It is pretty
That's
short.
not how we do it, though, and you know it.
But like, there's a lot of different ways, particularly with Vanessa, depending on how you do some side stuff.
I think we're gonna limit Vanessa to the 2 best DLCs, maybe, because like the pit is boring. Mothership Zeta sucks for Fallout 3. That is the worst one.
I could be misremembering, but I feel like we said this about New Vegas, and it took us 100 episodes to get through.
Well, we kept adding DLCs for New Vegas. We added like 2 DLCs.
But I don't. At least those are really. Except I really didn't like the last DLC we did. I thought that one was terrible.
Which one was that?
The one with the nuclear bombs that you could send out.
Oh, like, that one wasn't very good. Yeah,
I hated that one.
The was that the highway or whatever one?
Vanessa was thinking, the one with like the Lonesome Road.
Lonesome
I think
Road, yeah.
Oh, I think I skipped that entirely. I don't think I played that one.
Vanessa was thinking, no DLCs
Frog.
for this one.
Frog? What did Vanessa call him in the thumbnail?
Frog.
Should we call him Frog or should we call him something else?
Yeah. No, Frog.
Loud cat is loud.
Frog is the best.
I haven't heard your cat once, so. Frog is the best.
Go with the frog.
You know, the screen share has gotten less choppy over time.
Yeah, that's weird. I think that
Ferg?
Frug, F-R-U-G.
Fergie Ferg?
No. Hi, cat.
Galani, I think they flat out said that they're looking at remaking P4, but not until Persona 6 is done.
There might be a Fallout 3 remaster this year.
Well, we just got the big Fallout 4 patch.
Mm-hmm.
Fallout 3 seems way more unstable as a game to just like put a new layer of paint on it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if you could just do an update for that game. Probably take a long time. Which direction?
I don't think I ever did the Brotherhood of Steel DLC for Fallout 3. Does that mean I have to be friends with the Brotherhood of Steel? Because I don't like them. They're boring. The first time I played Fallout New Vegas, that was the first Fallout game I ever played. I blew up the Brotherhood of Steel. Actually, I did in Fallout 4 as well. Any 360 games.
I do have the option to do the easiest thing ever next month when it's my bonus and just choose Fallout the show as the bonus to talk about.
Yeah.
Which was so good that I've been thinking about watching it again.
See, Artie, you're being confusing because there is a game series called Flat Out. I understand you're trying to be funny, but that's just confusing.
I mean, what's confusing about it? We know he's talking about Fallout.
I keep thinking he's talking about the other one. Yakra is a genius.
I wonder who Yakra is.
I like that they're having a break. That there's a break when they are fighting you.
Johnny Galani, and he asked us in the Discord, but you rudely ignored him.
I'm sorry.
The 360 market is shutting down soon. Are there any 360 games that people should be looking at before it shuts down?
Okay, I'm trying to think of stuff that's not available anywhere else. But you can still, I bet even once the store is closed, you'll be able to buy Lost Odyssey. So you can still get that.
Is Blue Dragon going away? Because if it is, we should all buy it because we're definitely playing it on the show eventually.
Sucks.
Good.
Will be a Bard's Tale.
So the thing about Blue Dragon is whenever you see an enemy in the field and there's a handful of other reasons like interacting with like a switch, it will be like it'll like narrate what is going on. If an enemy sees you, you'll hear this thing that'll say enemy seen, and it's the most annoying fucking thing in the world.
Enchanted Arms for sure. That's a great game, but I think that's available on the series. You'd have to look up games that are on the stuff that I play on Xbox 360 is like get all your Rock Band DLC, get all your Dance Central DLC, because that's not coming back.
Oh yeah.
Artie says Blue Dragon was upsettingly bad.
Yeah, it was real bad.
I mean, I've heard positive things about that game, but I don't know. I have not played it.
It seems to like not like the animations are great and the gameplay is fun, but it just seems to like ruin it all the time.
Yeah, Mercenaries 2 is kind of stuck on 360, and Alpha Protocol. Alpha Protocol is back on GOG or something. I think it's available again. And you probably want the PC version, I'm gonna guess.
This game
it was fine on 360.
Lots of Athenian waters.
Oh great Magus the Great. Oh.
Even those you want to do you want to sing this?
Even those miserable sunny days abate when we feel your seething hate. Even bright
Protocol is on good old games.
No fear, just so long as you are near.
It's a very romantic song to sing to your
Magus, oh Lord Meg. Wow, Jim's just jimming through those the songs.
I'm enjoying Artie, I assume intentionally misspelling every game that he mentions. Laffa Protocol, flat out. Oh, but he spelled Blue Dragon correctly. So does that mean you have some respect for it? It's not Blood Dragon. Blue Dragu.
I like Fallout 3.
I've never played it. I think I've played. So this is Fallout 3 is the one where the first town you go to is the one that's got the nuclear bomb in the middle, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've played some of it.
Yeah.
Megaton.
Yeah, I don't think I made it past that, but I think I did finish that town.
All right, I'll be right back.
All right.
Okay.
Jim, are you enjoying Chrono Trigger? We're paying zero attention to it. I don't even know how you got Luca and fucking Frog in your party. What happened? Oh, Magus. Listen, this is the character that really hooks me on this game. I don't know what it is. I guess I'm just a goth nerd at heart, but I love a bad guy with a scythe. Like, it's just so cool.
It is cool. And Magus can do tons of cool magic spells.
Yeah, he's way cooler than Sephiroth. He's lame. Now that Johnny's gone, can we talk about how the next chunker of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth involves the amazing power of Chocobo Piss? Oh my God. I can't wait to make jokes about that for an entire episode on the podcast. Because that's my plan. And the slightly weaker but still awesome power of Chocobo Farts.
Oh, how it can like scoot.
Good stuff. But they still fly. They just only fly like 5 feet off the ground instead of 100 feet off the ground.
Oh, that's right.
Can't wait.
Come on. There we go.
All right. Well, I'm thrilled that the game stopped crashing, and even the stream seems to be looking better. Like it just needed a little time to catch up, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so. Probably me closing my browsers helped.
Also thrilled that Johnny joined us for the episode.
Ooh, I learned a dual tech.
I just think it's more fun with three of us. It just makes it even more conversational, you know?
Yeah.
Like we're just having fun hanging out. Can call Magus Vegeta. Yes. Excellent suggestion. Magus should be named Vegeta.
I believe we are capped at 5 characters. What? You don't want to open this?
No. I don't think you're right.
5 characters in the name? I believe so.
No, you put one of them. You put in a joke name, and it was like 8 characters.
No, definitely not. That never happened.
See,
you're lying. You're lying.
Can somebody tell YouTube to take this little heart option out of the bottom right-hand corner of the chat? Like, why is it like this?
Hey, look.
Let's just hide a word out of every sentence.
Hey, Matt, remember what a bromide is?
Oh, no.
I found one, but I don't think you can look at it. They're like, hey, they're stealing our porno.
Why would it be in the game if you can't look at it?
They're really mad you're taking away their porno.
Bromide.
I was talking to one of my friends that still lives in Texas, and he was telling me that because of that, like, age of consent law they passed there, like, you can't access Pornhub in Texas.
Yeah.
It's wild.
Yeah, I saw that, and the Supreme Court didn't uphold it, but decided not to rule on it or whatever.
Yeah,
so it was like an
like
emergency injunction request, so it could still show up, but
it doesn't show up.
Not a good sign.
Is what I heard.
No, I mean that it could still show up in the Supreme Court, but
oh yeah. Ooh, strength capsule. Who should I give it to? Crud, of course.
Here's the thing that I don't understand though. Like, so does it does it just block Pornhub because there are so many porn sites?
Yeah, well, Pornhub elected.
Like, what do they do about
They
Reddit?
elected to block themselves from it.
What do they do about Reddit? Reddit is 90% porn.
I don't know.
Well, listen, I live in Florida, so I can guarantee you that we'll be getting a similar law soon. And then Ron DeSantis will be like, look at me protecting your freedoms by requiring your ID to look at pornography. Ugh. Vanessa says it's the same in Virginia, which I think means that Vanessa just admitted she watches a lot of porn.
Vanessa's like, hey, listen, you got to get a VPN. They make it for phones now. This is the one I use.
Requires you to give your ID. Like, you could not pay me to give my ID to a porn website.
Well, especially if they have to report it to the government, like for them to prove that they're following consent laws. I don't want to be on like a government list for having looked at porn.
Is this a new thing that's coming out?
It's already
in
out
Texas, and Virginia apparently.
Can you use a VPN?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Galani says Robo should be called Gatto. Artie says Maga should be called Mangoose or Man Boobs or Ma Boobs.
Artie doesn't understand how many characters there are in a name in these games. There's 5 characters. Or letters if the word character is confusing you.
Isn't there supposed to be a save point somewhere up here? Maybe it's after.
Is it to the side? Isn't there a thing to the right there and left? Or is there not? Is it just an
I think
alcove?
it's up by the door up there.
Ooh, look at that. Ooh, look at that.
Yeah. Oh, man. Look, that did
2,
so much damage.
3, 4.
Wow, I just did that once.
This is something that, and I remember being able to do this in Final Fantasy VII too, that I think the remake isn't good about, is the occasional ability to just one-shot a fight and be like, yeah.
The dual techs, or what do they call them? Synergy
Cross
moves?
techs? Yeah,
in
the
Rebirth?
synergy moves.
They're like dual techs, where you can combine.
Yeah, but it's a
abilities.
huge pain in the ass to access
It
them.
is, yeah, to get it going. Oh shit!
I mean, you do have those R1 abilities that I always forget
They're
about,
useless.
but when I use them,
Yeah.
I don't think they're useless. They one-shot things.
What? How? I never used those.
Well, try it out. They work pretty well. Boy, Jim, you're skipping a lot of fights. Are you sure you're not going to be under-leveled for this?
Yeah.
Jim's like, no need.
This thing's really stingy with its ethers too.
If you want to talk about other hot gaming news, boy, is the internet mad about Hades 2.
Why are they mad?
By the internet, I mean the worst people.
Oh,
so the internet.
Well, no. I mean, there's progressive internet, and then there's reactionary troll internet.
Yeah, it's woke SJW, and I'm sorry, they don't use SJW anymore, do they? Now it's woke propaganda because the women aren't attractive enough.
Are they not?
I mean,
I thought everyone was hot in those games.
If you're the type of creep that only finds large-breasted anime women attractive.
Excuse me, I only find large-breasted anime men attractive, like Zangief.
There were some posts going around that compared their Hephaestia with some anime version of Hephaestia that's just a teenager with Tifa-sized chest, and was like, "This is what they're taking from you." The worst shit on the planet.
But I remember, like, I played the first Hades. There's lots of hot ladies in that game.
Yes, I know.
Ooh, his new sword is really good.
Did you? It was some kind of, was it state? I don't remember how your government works, but some kind of state level person was saying, was arguing against raising the age of marriage to 18, saying like, but at 16 girls are ripe. And
that was in like Missouri or Tennessee or something.
Ripe. Oh, ripe. Apparently everyone on both sides of the aisle groaned when he said that.
Yeah, I mean, put that man on a government watch list. He is a pedophile. Nobody's going to say that's not a fucking pedophile. Flat out.
Oh, no, stop that, you idiot. I said a million times. That one's just a decoy.
What's he talking about?
Oh, man, did I tell you guys about the crazy dream that I got woken out of this morning?
No.
Oh, boy. It involved lesbians, werewolves.
Werewolf lesbians?
Some sort of time looping situation like Groundhog Day.
I have a lot of time loop
going
dreams.
to a therapist's office that had a lot of dildos in the lobby, and I was mad because I had my son and one of his friends with me. I can't remember the details. Thank
Chad,
God.
can you please interpret the stream for Matt?
Were they decorative or were they like for you to use?
No, they were left behind by, I don't know. I don't remember who left them. Somebody left them out. It was fucking weird. And then I got woken up by my son, who opened my bedroom door and was like, it's 9:15. And I was like, oh God, I'm supposed to be working. Well, I get up at 6 and take my daughter to school. And most of the time when I get back at 8, I'll go for a walk or I'll play some Final Fantasy or something. But sometimes, like last night, I was up a little late. So sometimes I'll come home and just go back to sleep.
And then do you have the craziest dreams when you do that?
Yes. Yeah. And I was the craziest dream. Somebody interpret the stream for Matt? What?
Yeah.
Texas is just like Russia. I agree.
Decorative. Like decorative. I don't know how to tell you that. That's how I say it. And you're not going to change it.
Decorative.
Okay. Sorry. Decorative plates.
Oh, I don't know if you've already fixed. Oh, yeah, no. Jim, there's a mouse cursor in the middle of the screen.
Jim. How embarrassing.
Artie says anime was a mistake, which I agree with. Galani says what's going on. Well, I think I explained what's going on with Hades too.
I wish I could open those chests first.
I want to open those chests.
Hey, Owen. Decorative is not a word, Johnny. I mean,
are you thinking of vanity plates, John?
Decorative plates,
Oh wait, you're talking about like plates, not license plates.
Yeah, I'm talking about like the kind that had Star Trek on it, and they'd be like, these are gonna be
plates.
worth something one day.
Yeah.
Like as because I watch a lot of 80s commercials, those like decorative plates, they always say like in the past they've like gone up 300% in value, and if you look at the price of those decorative plates now, they're like either the same or slightly cheaper.
Did that say that this transformed into a Yeti? Did I read that correctly?
That looks like a Yagra has a little. It's got a little slimy face and little feetsies.
Oh no!
Little tail. Oh, well, that's not that much damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, set him on fire.
Frog. It's not fair. He gets to attack everybody.
Oh, is he bubbling up? Is he going to shoot out gremlin babies?
No, he's going to.
Owen said, "Hello, gangsters," and I just want you all to know that we are gangsters.
Yep.
FYI.
Yep.
Artie said his crazy Orthodox priest uncle, when he was in his 40s, married an 18-year-old girl who was, probably still is, addressing him with plural honorifics. That's sad. That's a sad story.
Yep.
Boy, he doesn't like it when you do that, Jim.
I know, but it does a lot of damage.
Does he have a counter or something during certain states?
I can't remember. Might be like when he's standing up. I can't remember.
But, I guarantee you they're still selling decorative plates, and I bet you can buy some Donald Trump decorative plates right now.
Probably. The Franklin Mint has their Trump series.
Oh, that might kill him. Shit. Yep. Oh, no, he's still alive.
1. This is going to kill him.
Yeah, that'll kill him. Good thing this game has given me 500
oh no, Frog!
Downs.
Frog. Goodfellas is based on Squoots. You're absolutely right.
It's true.
We are the bad fellas.
Oh no, Chrono!
It's okay.
The bad at video games fellas, apparently.
This is what Jim gets for skipping encounters.
Yeah. You have to do some off-screen grinding like I had to do to finish Final Fantasy VI.
See, everyone's fine. Now we can do X-Strike again. And it's dead.
Damn, I was going to say, this guy's got a lot of health. Got him.
So, Owen, I'm working on my Driver 3 retrospective video, but after that I'm going to do a retrospective. I want to do like a short series of queer characters or queer moments in gaming history, so like each one's 5 minutes or so, and I want to do one on Ash from Streets of Rage 3, who was this
Pokemon
hideous gay caricature that is from the Japanese version only. He is such a nightmare of a character. I kind of want to talk about why that is.
Jim, Artie said that you're a pro gamer.
Yeah.
Hey, now seems like a good time to remind everybody to, hey, if you didn't do it when I said it earlier, go hit the like button on this video, please. I know that it's a lot to ask that you briefly minimize the video and then tap or click the like button, but do it.
Do it. How many people watch videos
please?
Full screen on their laptops?
I do if I'm staying in a hotel.
Huh.
I mean, I don't watch videos on my laptop. I watch videos on my tablet or my phone.
Oh, interesting. I almost always watch them on a lappy or TV. If I watch YouTube on TV a lot.
I was telling, I'm a TV, but I was telling Jim earlier, but I started rewatching. I started watching a Final Fantasy VII playthrough today. I don't know. I want to compare.
Like original to Rebirth.
Yeah, to Rebirth. Because Jim keeps telling me that there's major plot departures, and I don't think he's being honest. I think he's a liar. There's some side quests stuff.
I think the chunker you just played has some pretty significant diversions from the original.
Yeah, it definitely has like a big new side quest that it introduces. Doesn't seem to change the main plot of the game.
But you get to find out more about the G tribe.
Yeah, you get to find out about the G's. And how they also want the thing that you're looking for. Like, it's not a...
Come back, Frog.
Well, we're going to argue about this tomorrow.
Oh, yeah. We gotta go make it so she can quantum leap or slide back to our universe. She's a slider.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, she's a slider.
I loved sliders. Owen, Johnny Owen said that sounds interesting.
Why?
I don't know, man.
Show was
I liked
awful.
it. I liked it back in the 90s or whatever when I was a kid. I liked some sliders.
The dude that played Gollum in it? Or not Gollum, the dude that played Gimli.
No, he's the Gimli, yeah. That was the one with Gimli.
It has
Jerry O'Connell.
Jerry O'Connell.
Yeah.
And John Rhys Davies.
John Rhys Davies, yeah.
I liked sliders. I don't understand how anybody that liked Quantum Leap could not like sliders.
I don't know. It was trash. It was so low budget. Right. Trash. It was awful.
I mean, I watched it when I was a kid.
I
liked sliders. I liked Sequest DSV.
Oh, yeah, that's right there. That's definitely on the same level as sliders. And Andromeda. I would put it in the sliders pile.
I would put the Stargate shows on there too, like Stargate Atlantis.
Yep, 100%. Those are in the
people
sliders
seem
pile.
To really fucking like those Stargate shows. I've never
people
watched
like a lot
them.
of trash.
Yeah,
that's true.
The guy that played Teal'c in the Stargate show is the guy who does Kratos now.
Yeah, he does the Kratos voice.
Yeah, and he does his mocap too.
Apparently, his Twitter is just him like liking and reposting gay porn.
Really?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Good for him.
Yeah, why not?
Let's go home, Crund.
I mean, I definitely have a soft spot for the original Stargate movie. A, I adore Kurt Russell in every role he's in. And B, it's pretty fucking good.
Yeah, it's all right.
I mean, it's not mind-blowing science fiction, but it's very well done science fiction.
I think it's good, except for French Stewart, who's in it for some reason.
What?
Is he?
Yeah, he plays one of the army guys. He's like one of the main army guys, which is weird.
I'm the army guys.
And of course, what's his face? What's his name? Who am I thinking of? Ultron.
You're thinking of James Spader.
Yeah, James Spader.
James Spade him.
But I guess I do like a lot of trash sci-fi from the 90s. Like, I fucking love The Fifth Element. I don't care what you say.
Amazing.
That movie's
Although I think the director
liked
is canceled now. I think Luc
Besson
is canceled.
Of course. Luc Besson had a lot of underage girls in horny roles in his movies, so yeah.
That doesn't mean that I can't like the fucking movie.
Yeah. I like Luc Besson's movies. I like Taxi. I didn't like Taken because it was super racist.
Taken was
I've never been a fan of Taken.
Did he do Taken?
Yeah.
Oh,
or he at least wrote it. He wrote and produced it. I don't know if he directed it.
Oh, okay.
Owen says Stargate starts strong but falls apart in the back half. Now, does that include the second Stargate show, Owen?
Or is he talking about the movie?
Oh,
Vanessa
yeah.
said the Sequest was on at the same time as Lois and Clark, so she watched that and said, Vanessa, I also watched Lois and Clark, so I don't know how that worked because
there was a super
but I watched
vampy, horny lady in the first season of Lois and Clark named Kat, and they wrote her off.
She is a classic Superman character.
Kat? Is she?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Also, speaking of Superman, that My Adventures with Superman show is about to come back for its second season. If you didn't watch the first season of that, you're out of your mind. It was
but is it a cartoon?
Fucking-tastic. Yeah.
I'm not watching it. Watch Superman and Lois, obviously. That's what you should be doing. And then ask for it to come back.
Don't tell me that.
Guys,
I can't do it, okay?
Is it worth buying this pea shooter when it's 800 gil and only takes her attack up 1?
Yes.
No, it's not.
Ooh, wow, differing opinions.
John, I can't. It's not that it's just I watched enough of those CW DC shows. All right. I watched the majority of Arrow, the majority of Flash, the various spinoffs, Supergirl, Legends of Tomorrow, or whatever that show. Like, I can't watch those shows anymore. Can't do it.
Luc Besson was boning the singer who did the opera song for The Fifth Element.
Oh, was he?
You mean and she was underage at the time? Wasn't that a computer that did that song? Because
no,
it was like,
there was an actress.
It sounded like Parasite Eve.
They auto-tuned her. There was still an actress playing the role, John.
Like Parasite Eve.
That actually is the first time I remember, honestly,
what did I do that?
being able to to hear the auto-tune.
Yeah.
Being like, I didn't know that it was auto-tune at the time, obviously, but I remember hearing that and being like, well, that's not that woman's voice. That's just a computer. Let's see. Oh, Owen was talking about Stargate the movie, not the show.
Yeah, that's what I figured. Look at I like that design. It's just like a little puffball.
Tumbly. Look how
I saw an owl yesterday again on my drive home from work.
Oh, that's neat. I saw a bald eagle the other day.
Ooh, those are fun.
There's one of those near me there's one of those near me in a state park, and occasionally I will see it flying around.
I recorded a video of a bald eagle picking up trash, and that was pretty funny. Artie, that was auto-tuned. You can't make two notes at the same time. I'm not buying it. It sounded computer garbled.
I agree. I mean, obviously there was an actress, but they did auto-tune the shit out of her voice. It's very much, John's right. There's multiple notes coming out of her voice.
Yeah.
Artie also said the Warrens from the Conjuring movies owned a live-in underage girl lover for the husband with the wife's approval. So that's disturbing.
Gross.
I mean, we already knew they were trash people, right?
Yeah.
Like, they made all that shit up. Remember how they made all that shit up?
They did. They were con artists. I don't like possession movies. I like ghost movies, but not when they pretend. Any kind of like supernatural movie where they say it's real is like based on true stories. No, it's not.
Yeah,
it's pretend. Shut the fuck up.
I watched about half of that Talk to Me movie the other night, and
I liked it.
That movie rips. So good.
It did not really grab me.
I like how everyone just didn't treat it as serious. Like I liked how everyone was just like recording it. That was neat.
You know, maybe it finishes strong. What I watched, I was like, it's not that I thought it was bad. I just wasn't super interested in it.
Did you get to the part with like her friend's little brother?
Yeah.
That's when the movie, like, I was like, oh man, this movie, I like it.
That might be when I turned it off.
When they had the big party.
I mean, I turned it off to go to bed. I didn't turn it off because I was like disliking it. But I have not found the urge to turn it back on.
It goes from like kids enjoying the, possession or whatever to
it's
super
like a
violent
allegory for drugs.
It goes to super violent mode very fast. I liked it.
It was no one told me it was an allegory. Ugh. Gonna learn
they all
something.
Got hooked on that cool mystical possession.
Maybe I should have saved my money and bought this really expensive sword. What's the silver sword?
What's the look at that. Oh,
I know it goes up to 31. There any chance sorry. That's a jury thing later. If you say that you'll try to sell her pendant, someone will testify against you in the trial later. I wonder if there's any different stuff in the store here. Uh-oh. Got a crash.
No!
BRB.
Seriously?
Yep.
We've been doing so good.
BRB.
Oh boy, do I love that background that Vanessa made for us. I had to back out and go back in. My chat got weird.
Did it crash? Sorry,
yeah,
I was
it
scrolling. Again, I got to stop doing that.
I do the same thing, but it's on Reddit. I have to there are days where I'm like, I'm not going to the popular section of the site because so much of the stuff there is so awful. If I follow my own home feed, it's just stuff I like, It's just X-Men and science fiction and fun stuff that I like. And I follow cute animal stuff and it's fine. But then
how do you get to your feed only without it putting in crap?
I think that
is that just home?
I think that's home. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but you have to be following the subreddits. You have to be following enough.
I follow Final Fantasy and Gran Turismo, JRPG.
But at least on the app, if you swipe left or right, it'll take you to popular and videos and news. And I have to avoid those.
Okay, here on the top post from r/JRPG, need a JRPG to help me watch more porn. Need a JRPG to help me watch more porn. One of the top posts today is someone looking for JRPGs to help them stop watching porn. Well, I want the opposite. I want the horny side of yeah, I know. The horny side of the JRPG community to be seen and heard. Nudity, eki, I don't know what that is. Thick thighs, dommy mommies, daddies, dump truck ass, massive bazoongas, jiggle physics, knights in shining armor, anabolic muscles, whatever your little degenerate heart desires, all sexuality is welcomed and encouraged. Platforms Game Boy Color to the gaming rigs that cost more than GADP of a small nation.
Yeah, I follow a couple of meme pages, but they're very
that's such a good investment. She sucks if you don't upgrade her weapon immediately.
Chosen. I can't. Most meme pages on Reddit are trash, filled with edgelords. But
what are good?
There
ones?
are a few. D&D memes is a good one. I don't know if that's the exact name. But there's a D&D one for D&D memes that's pretty fucking funny. And
I follow the Omaha Reddit. There's always lots of interesting stuff on there.
Oh yeah, I follow the Florida and the Tampa Reddits, and they're not great. Though I will say there's a lot of they seem to be very filled with progressives, which
the Omaha one is super liberal.
But also, even then, people will post, look at this idiot, and that stuff enrages me. So, I'm just I cut that stuff out. I don't need to doom scroll. I don't need to see things that make me angry. But then sometimes I get bored and I'll flip over to the front page of Reddit, the popular section, and it's just things that make me mad.
There can be fun stuff on there sometimes. I never look at it, but I've found one or two things that
let's see, popular. Let's see how long it takes me to get mad. I clicked on popular. Survivor, don't care. Okay. That's fine. Got this letter in the mail today. What do? Hi, neighbor. Can you please keep your cats out of the window? They are causing my dog to sit in the window and bark all day long. I work from home. This is very difficult. There's not much you can do about that, I would say, is my answer to this.
How about you keep your dog out of the window?
Yeah, you figure your shit out.
I do like subreddit drama and what's the other one? There's a couple. Oh, and Am I the Asshole? Even though those can be infuriating, they can also be really entertaining.
There's so many
the
fake
filthy
ones
terrorist. Gaming Circle Jerk is not a sub that I would follow, but I will occasionally peruse because it is anger bait.
Yeah, I follow that one.
Yeah. Well, that's one that I can't follow it because it'll make me too mad. But I do I agree with most of the takes on that sub. But I also that's where I got a lot of that Hades 2 talk, where it's creeps posting terrible stuff. Where you're oh my God.
In popular right now in Canada, there's 8,000 different posts saying that the guy who killed temple leader Hardeep Singh Najjar got a student visa, and you should be horrified by that. So, people get student visas. Don't be upset by that. But yeah, you're right. That is kind of trash. It's racist trash.
Yeah. Listen, anything that's oh, watch out for immigrants because one immigrant committed a crime is trash.
Yeah.
I mean,
an AI generated TV that you control. There's actually something funny about AI. Someone I worked with very briefly before he got a job somewhere else was showing me these videos by an AI startup. And he's like, no, AI is going to be doing video. Like your job's going to be over in like a couple of years. And I was like, okay, I was watching some of the videos and I was like, okay, that's impressive. I kind of want to see I want to see the workflow that came to making this video. And then I found recently it's come out that company's videos were all basically done by hand because the actual raw content was useless. So
what do you guys think the tickler is on here?
Oh, the tickler? Ooh. I'm going to say the tickler sounds hot.
Hey, Alexander Jokic. Alexander Jokic said, anytime French Stewart is mentioned, my first thought always comes back to Third Rock from the Sun and the Super Bowl episodes with, you're my little shmoo shmoo.
Remember when he would do that thing on that show where he would get the incoming transmissions from the big giant head? I like
Galani said he misses Game Facts Thread of the Week, which, you know what? We should make that into a bonus episode. That would be a fun, easy, to do bonus episode. Game Facts Thread of the, night or whatever. Do a couple, right? Y'all remember Game Facts Thread of the Week?
Yes, I do remember Game Facts Thread of the Week.
Vanessa said she likes best of Redditor updates. Me too, Vanessa. Actually, that's a pretty good one because at least you tend to get a complete story. It's a bit Reader's Digest. I always feel a little old when I read that stuff, but it is a bit Reader's Digesty. But I follow that one. There's a couple of those. Listen, Reddit's trash, but that has become my social media network, I guess. That's embarrassing to say, but Facebook is awful. I won't go to Twitter. Couldn't care less about Threads. Blue Sky, I don't know. I tried. I liked it for a minute,
Blue Sky is
burned out fast.
You get lectured every time you go on there. It's just the people agreeing with themselves lecturing service. It's
I don't.
Great.
Here's the truth. I did not like Twitter's whole setup. Okay, people just shouting into the void. I like that Reddit is typically here's a thing. I have a question. Here's a meme. Here's a news article. Here's a
Have you ever stolen? You have.
Yeah.
He admits it.
He's gonna bring that guy in anyway, I think. He stole my sandwich.
He admitted.
Well, he stole that guy's lunch. Better put him to death.
One of the top trending posts in Canada is about how OAS is screwing over taxpayers. Fuck you. That's just pensions. You're gonna go after old people and their pensions.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
I was dropping my daughter off at school, and the car in front of us had I can't remember exactly what it said, but it was essentially millions of people on welfare depend on you.
Oh, good. I mean, I'm glad I can help.
You pay fucking $10 a year towards welfare. At most. $10 fucking dollars. Meanwhile, you pay hundreds of dollars towards corporate welfare. And even more towards useless government programs that Republicans have turned into anti-fucking consumer, anti-American program. It's crazy. We don't want to talk about politics.
Oh shit! I did that backwards. You're supposed to check on her and then get the pendant, but I grabbed the pendant first.
Vanessa said it's weird to listen to the stream because I keep having things to say and have to remember that you can't hear me and I'm too lazy to type.
It's just like the regular. It's just like the regular stream.
No, it's not.
We'll just talk over Vanessa.
We talk over each other. Vanessa, please join us on the stream sometime. I don't know what to say. I know that your ankle's broken, but we'd love to have you. I think it would really bring it all home.
Man.
Also, I don't love having three dudes streaming together. This feels like every stream on the internet. Just three men. Ladies, am I right? You know what I'm talking about?
3 men and a little crund.
Oh, here's a good Reddit post. And it's not rage bait. My nieces and nephews want
put away the soapbox. All right, Owen. I'm sorry. I will. I'm putting it away.
My nieces and nephews want to do a challenge this summer that will be my at-home. As they will be at my home for almost 2 months. We recently watched a YouTube called Gaming in the 90s. They've become fascinated with living, experiencing, and gaming like the 90s. They seem more nostalgic for it than me. They want to experience living like a gamer in the 90s. Usually we do a challenge every summer, like camping, building a city in Minecraft, etc., etc. But they want to do gamer things like eat Pop-Tarts, drink Capri Sun, watch Space Jam, LAN parties, StarCraft, play the original Pokemon, try a Mega Drive, try PS1 with Crash Bandicoot. That sounds fun. That sounds
fake
fun.
As shit. Fake AF.
You don't see kids actually being interested in any of that?
No. Kids are only interested in fucking YouTube and TikTok.
Okay.
And Fortnite.
I would be all in on, like, I have a bunch of 90s games. I could set up a crappy tube TV. They could play in the basement. Well, if I had a basement. But, I do have a crappy tube TV.
I'm in a basement.
Owen said, can't believe I'm watching a stream of 3 white guys with multiple eye roll emojis.
Sorry, Owen.
Artie said that I should wear drag next time, which my daughter would love, but I'm not going to do it.
Vanessa says she can't because her ankle is broken.
I mean, listen, my daughter's got some wigs. She's got makeup. I could do it. I could do it.
You'd have to shave.
Oh, I don't want to do that, though. I mean, would I have to? Why would I have to?
You don't have to.
Yeah, I don't have to. Oh, I missed it, Jim. Did you get, you were guilty? I
got found not guilty, but they sentenced me to 3 days of solitary confinement.
That's weird.
They said I was still guilty of helping the princess flee the castle, so.
No, she deserves it. She needs to leave. Like, I would do the same thing.
Johnny's summer camp is just the quarry?
No.
Hey, John, how often do you watch Trailer Park Boys, like all the time? Because you're Canadian?
Never. That show is awful. That's my hot take on Trailer Park Boys. I can't think of much I'd want to watch less than Trailer Park Boys. I guess Last Man's... yeah, it was all right. I didn't hate that. Until, you know what? I did start hating it once David dated Stephen Harper, whatever that fucking awful guy he ended up with was called. Hated that guy.
What's like the best part of the show?
His awful new boyfriend? Fuck off.
The blonde guy?
Is he blonde? I thought he was like dark haired. But he dresses like a conservative gay. Yeah. And I don't like those guys. Yeah, fuck him. David was so interesting and special, and just ending up with a real piece of shit is a bummer. I stopped watching the show when he started dating that guy.
Wow. Yeah. When they like got engaged and got married, I legitimately cried. Like, that's some of my favorite television of all time.
Oh, I forgot about that. Only opens halfway.
Jim was sentenced to death for stealing a sandwich, Galani says.
Mm-hmm.
There's plenty of people who do drag without shaving and incorporate the beard into the look. That is true.
Now, how would I do that? Should I like bleach it and like pink tips, or you think? Or I should probably do something about all this fucking white hair at the very least.
I did dye my beard.
Yeah, I did it once and I just didn't care. Like, I just don't care.
I liked it. I felt a lot better having a dark beard again. Like, it bums me out, honestly, that my beard went so gray.
Oh, really?
It was all during the pandemic. Like, just during the pandemic,
suddenly
my beard just
during the pandemic too.
just turned
Cerulean
gray.
said to Cerulean, Vanessa contributed the thumbnail and the starting soon screen.
Yeah,
and Cerulean said your Chrono drawing looks more like Sora, and he likes it. They like it. I don't know.
So does Vanessa, but I love Sora.
There's a Starfield. I guess these are posts that I've posts that I've looked at recently, and one is Starfield has a mission called the Ground Pounder, that is super bugged. And it's the first like long mission in Starfield I tried playing the other day. And yeah, it's bugged and won't finish. What complete crap? Like, come on. This is a game you've released. You should make sure your missions are completable.
Yeah, no kidding. Thanks, Todd.
Oh man, remember this great scene? Remember this?
Yeah.
Where it turns into a side scroller?
Yeah.
This fucking awesome bridge with this gorgeous mountain and sky behind it. So fucking good. I like how Chrono does like a oh with his mouth when he wins a fight. Oh! Oh yeah, brother! Artie says it's your own fault for aging. Johnny, not me. Obviously, I'm still young. I'm a young man.
I feel like there's at least 20% blame on just being stressed out during the pandemic.
Yeah, that's when I lost all my hair. Definitely not before.
No, but my beard really did turn completely white during the pandemic. It was weird. And I didn't even get COVID during the pandemic, part of the pandemic. I never got COVID.
Yeah, same.
Wait, no, you got it like 18 times.
No, that's Jim. I have had it once. It was well after the pandemic. Well, after everything had opened up.
You got it from Dave Matthews, right?
Did I or was that Jim?
No, that was you, because Paul got it from Dave Matthews, and then you got it. I remember the story.
That is.
It's 100% accurate. You told
Jim,
us the story.
Did you get
the first time I got COVID was from The Matrix.
That's right. Have I been to Dave Matthews twice? I've only been to it once, and that was only like a year ago.
Was it January? I just remember that being
maybe Paul
Dave Matthews gave you COVID. Yeah. No, I mean, you must have gone. You must have been there.
Maybe. I don't know. I only went to Dave Matthews once, and it was one of the worst nights of my life. It had nothing to do with Dave Matthews or anything that happened at that show. And I don't want to talk about it, but it was a bad night.
Did you get diarrhea?
Bad time. Yeah, sure. That's nicer than the real story. I got diarrhea.
That is a nice story.
Oh, this guy got a blister on his hands for playing Gran Turismo 7 5 hours straight. Don't do that.
Artie said, I started getting gray hairs in pandemic and got marbling on my meat. I don't know what that means.
I think he means
I don't think I want to know.
That's what he's trying to say.
Yeah. See, Vanessa says she remembers Paul getting it from Dave Matthews, but not me. I remember Paul got it from Dave Matthews.
Oh, okay.
And that's what he gets.
The original miniseries for The Stand came out 30 years ago today. I love that miniseries.
Is that the one with M-O-N spells moon? The guy from Coach?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. It does have that. It has Rob Lowe as the deaf guy.
That's right.
It has is it not Steve Buscemi? Gary Sinise? Sinise as the main guy.
Gary Sneeze.
Gary Sinise.
Gary Sneezy. Dead. Sneezy Gary. I read The Stand. Is it The Stand? I read that.
Yeah, I've read it a couple times.
Years ago, and after hearing about it for years. So I remember I went on a whole kick where I decided I was going to read The Dark Tower.
Mm-hmm.
And I read the first one. And then I decided, well, I should read all of the back books to this. And I read Salem's Lot and The Stand and Eyes of the Dragon, which is my favorite Stephen King book. I've read it 1,000,000 times since I was a kid. And I did read The Stand and thought it was pretty disappointing.
Oh, yeah.
In fact, I found most of Stephen King's books to be pretty disappointing.
The Stand has a...
I got that silver sword. Wait, do I already have that?
The Stand has a shitty ending, and...
Nice.
Oh, I got it.
Yeah.
Stephen King's proclivity to include mentally challenged children that have magic powers is like, maybe if I'd read it in the 80s, it would have been like, this is amazing.
The Stand is even worse because it has 2 mentally challenged characters. There's M-O-N spells moon, and the trash can man, the guy who's obsessed with building a bomb.
Yeah, that's true.
Yep. The trash can man was played by the same guy who played the other non-Rick Moranis dad in Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Was there a later Honey, I Shrunk the Kids without Rick Moranis?
No, he was just the dad. He was just the other dad.
It's the guy who plays Max Headroom. I always forget his name.
Oh, yeah.
He was in Watchmen as well.
He was as Moloch.
Oh, I can see him. I can picture him in my mind. I don't know his name.
He was a definite 90s dad who was a dad in multiple 90s movies.
Owen says The Stand is probably... Well, first Owen said Matt got COVID from kissing Dave Matthews, which...
is true.
And second of all, he said The Stand is probably my favorite King book, which, listen, I get. Like, my favorite Stephen King book is Eyes of the Dragon. I read it when I was like 12 years old, and it stuck with me. It's probably more nostalgia than anything at this point, but I do love that book. But yeah, I went through a whole phase where I was reading Stephen King books, and I kept reading them and kept kind of being disappointed in them. And I ended up reading a couple of the Dark Tower books and really just kind of gave up. I was like, maybe I just don't. Maybe this is just not for me. Maybe I don't care.
I have the next Stephen King book on pre-order. It's going to be here in like 2 weeks.
It was a fun little phase.
He's got a new short story collection coming out in a couple weeks, and those are always real good.
I remember my dad telling me when I was like way too young to even consider reading it that I should never read Salem's Lot because it was so scary that like it kept him up at night.
Salem's Lot is probably my favorite Stephen King book.
What really stood out to me in Salem's Lot was how many times people's anuses puckered because they were so scared.
I mean, just like in real life.
I guess. This is weird. I mean, I guess. Like, he definitely, he tapped into...
Hold on, let me read this. The head of the tank is equipped with the capacity to repair damage done to the body, an ingenious marvel of engineering. The head has also been enhanced with a shield to prevent damage by lightning and fire, leaving it vulnerable only to attacks with weapons such as swords and pistols. Oh, just so happens, have to have a sword and a pistol.
Artie, yes, Salem's Lot is a Sabrina the Teenage Witch spinoff.
All right, kill the head with attacks. Or non-elemental attacks. Got it.
Yeah, Owen, I mean, it's the same with me and Eyes of the Dragon. I have not read a ton of Stephen King. I have read a fair amount. But I think Eyes of the Dragon for me is more nostalgia than anything. Like,
that's how I feel about Dreamcatcher.
I do like... Oh, you go ahead.
I do like cheesy 90s Stephen King miniseries, right? Like It and The Stand and The Langoliers.
Oh yeah, with Balky.
Yeah.
And it's not a miniseries. What's the Needful Things is actually a pretty good movie.
Yeah. Well, it was one of Vincent. I think it was Vincent Price's last movie, right?
Was it? I don't remember him in that, but I haven't watched it in a long, long time.
I could be wrong.
Remember Tommy Knockers?
With Stephen King's, like with The Stand, if you do, I guess they are doing a modern version of The Stand, you'd have to completely...
Yeah, they already did.
Oh, really?
I heard it was
yeah, it's on Hulu, or at least it's on Hulu in the U.S. I've been thinking about watching it.
You'd have to basically get a black writer to rewrite Mother Abigail because it's so racist.
Oh, yeah, no kidding.
Hire Sweet Baby Inc.
Oh shit! I hit the wrong thing.
I was thinking about maybe someday streaming the Laura Bow games with Vanessa, but there's some racist character writing in those games, in both of them.
Vanessa said her favorite Stephen King is Needful Things, which I also just referenced.
It's a good book.
Artie said Langoliers creeped him out as a babe, as a baby. Honestly, like that, at least the miniseries, like it was fucking creepy. Like, why are these people stuck in this? Oh, Chrono's dead. Oh boy.
I know, I need to do a round of healing, but they're attacking so much.
That Langoliers, at least the miniseries, like, it's not great, but like it's pretty interesting and good.
Everybody heal yourself. There we go. And let's heal ourselves again.
Yeah, look at that. Ugh.
And he's probably dead. Oh no, he's still alive. I have one mid potion and 2 mid potions. There we go. All good. We're back in action. Can do some combos.
Artie said not the CGI aberrations, but the fact that a plane full of people just died outright. I remember being real creeped out by the idea of these people in this airport, and like the food was rotting instantly, and like it just was the type of situation that if you imagined yourself in, you were like, what do you do? It's inescapable. It's a nightmare.
Remember the movie Lawnmower Man that they said was based on a Stephen King story, and it wasn't?
Yes. I didn't know that they said that.
Didn't he sue them in the end?
He did. He sued the heck out of him. Stephen King's actual Lawnmower Man story is about like a guy hires a lawn mowing service, and he opens the door one time. You're like not supposed to look at the lawnmower guy, and it's like a naked dude eating his grass.
I did read a lot of those Stephen King like short stories, and I did like them a lot when I was younger.
Oh yeah, those short stories are where it's at.
I don't really, I haven't really done that in a long time, but I used to love. Yeah, nice job. Crund learned Windslash.
Yes, I loved this when I was a kid. I was like, this is so badass when he stabs the dragon.
Yeah. It's more of a dinosaur.
It's a dragon tank.
It's a dinosaur.
Vanessa, I have the dream where I need a toilet but can't find one like every 3 days.
I love this part where they're like dangling over the bridge.
Yep.
That's good stuff.
Hardy said, no, not the food. I don't know, man. That creeped me out. It really did.
Did you get sad when the little boy peed on the food in Troll 2?
It reminds me of the fact that they are apparently making a new Running Man, but more based on the short story.
They are. Who's the guy that's starring in that? They just announced who's starring in that.
I don't remember.
Me either. Who was it? Somebody look it up. Who's starring in the new Running Man? It's no, it's not Oscar Isaac. Who is it? We got through a pretty big chunk of this game.
Ooh, Dropout is
Edgar Wright is remaking
which
Running Man.
Oh, you know, I'm not normally into Arnold Schwarzenegger, but I do like people in tight bodysuits, and that really worked for me in that movie.
Oh,
I like
right.
Glenn Powell.
It's Glenn Powell.
Yeah, that's who I thought it was.
I always forget his name.
I'm sorry, Johnny. You were saying?
Oh, just that I really liked the bodysuit that Arnold Schwarzenegger wore in The Running Man, even though he's not really my type.
I loved that movie. I love the Schwarzenegger Running Man. It's one of my favorite Schwarzenegger movies.
It's a lot of fun. Who directed that?
Yeah, it's fun. That's a good question.
Was that John Carpenter?
No, I don't think so.
I think everything is John Carpenter
Yep.
to you.
Yep. It's 90s or 80s weird schlocky action. I'm gonna assume it's John Carpenter.
Paul Michael Glaser.
Oh, don't know that.
He sounds familiar to me. What else has he done? Oh, The Cutting Edge. And Kazam. Oh my God.
Is Kazam the movie where Shaq brings that kid back from the dead?
Shaq is a genie. That's all I know.
Out of a boombox.
Oh, there's the goddess Hestia post that you were talking about.
Have you just been scrolling Reddit this whole time?
Yeah.
Yeah, that goddess Hestia post is. Look what they're taking from you. What was that where I originally saw that, where they were like, look what they're stealing. Oh, it was a comparison of Zendaya. Listen to me. I don't care if you're straight, gay, anything in between. Zendaya is one of the most gorgeous women on the fucking planet.
I still think of her as a kid, and I know she's not.
And it was comparing her to the lady that played the same character in Dune in the original movie, who is just the most generic white girl you've ever seen. And it was like, look what they're taking to you. They're trying to humiliate you. Absolute fucking insanity. Insanity.
What is your favorite?
We don't live on the same planet, if that's your take.
What's your favorite Arnold Schwarzenegger movie?
I mean, Terminator 2 is one of the best action movies ever made. So that's
I'll agree with you there. Let's say you can't say Terminator 1 or 2, because I feel like that's, for me, it's
Terminator
my favorite
1
as well.
sucks.
I love Terminator 1.
Well,
Terminator 1's like a horror movie.
Yeah,
it's that's a tough call because True Lies is
that's very
amazing.
good.
That's a good movie.
But he also has some movies that are so bad that I love them. Like Commando is one of my favorite movies. It's awful. It's awful.
I went and saw, and I think I was like the only person in the theater. I saw what's the Magic Ticket movie with Schwarzenegger?
Last Action
and the
Hero.
kid.
Oh,
yeah,
yes.
I did see that in theaters.
Me too. I actually really fucking loved that movie because it
I thought it was good.
satirizes. I mean, Schwarzenegger's Hamlet. Is it Hamlet or Othello?
It's Hamlet. To be or not to be.
Yes.
Not to
That
be.
is so good. So good. And who was the villain in that movie? I know his name. He was in Game of Thrones.
Isn't it the guy? I thought it was that guy they always talk about on Flophouse. That character actor.
What's the name of the movie? The Last.
Vanessa didn't like Zendaya's Met Gala looks.
Wow. She looked like...
And Zendaya's Michi, according to Owen.
I don't know what that means.
It was a meme about someone singing and Zendaya's Michi to the Trolls World Tour poster. It was a TikTok, I think.
And also, if you're going to talk about Schwarzenegger, Predator is pretty fucking good.
Oh,
and
you know what?
Total
Actually,
Recall is pretty fucking good.
Yeah, I'm agreeing with Galani. Oh no, we're already in the future. I wasn't paying attention. But you're still hungry.
Yep, still hungry.
Yeah.
Charles Dance is the villain in
That's who. Okay. Yeah.
Last Action Hero, which I loved. Last Action Hero. I loved Charles Dance as the villain with his weird, like, fake eye that had, like, that changed every time.
Yep.
That was some good stuff.
Had, like, a target on it at one point. And, yeah.
You know, Schwarzenegger's one of those actors that you think of and you think, like, lots of shit movies, which is not wrong, but he's got a lot of great movies, which is kind of shocking.
It's, who is it that was talking about? I feel like it was We Hate Movies, maybe, or Blank Check, about how Kindergarten Cop you always think of as a fun comedy, but it turns into like a violent action movie at the end.
Yeah, it's not a kid's movie.
Yeah.
It is an adult movie.
It changes genre like 3 times.
Don't forget.
And
Twins.
What's his Christmas movie? Now that one's fucking terrible. Twins is not bad, dude.
Yeah, Twins is all right. But I would say Galani's right. The correct answer is Total Recall.
Yeah,
that movie is
Total
fantastic. I watched the remake with Colin Farrell, and it was not. It would have been better if it had Colin Firth. Honestly, I would watch
listen,
that.
those Conan movies, they're not good, but they're like good fantasy from the time. You know what I mean? Like if you like fantasy,
I've never seen them.
Really?
I've never seen those.
If you like fantasy and you're okay with 80s quality fantasy, they're good. They're good enough. I like them. I've watched them many times.
Oh man, these things are sucking me off so much.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, I mean, definitely the guy had a lot of shit.
I know.
And Predator is fucking amazing.
Yeah, Predator's great.
It's less of an Arnold vehicle and more of a Predator vehicle, but
True Lies is fantastic.
True Lies is fantastic, but also Commando is a lot of fucking fun. I'll kill you last. I lied. He pets the deer. That is the most 80s movie I've ever seen in my fucking life. It's delightful. Anytime I see Commando streaming or on television, I fucking watch it.
The worst Schwarzenegger films I have seen, I would say, are
anything he produced after he became governor of California.
Yeah, there was that one that came out right after 9/11 that was really bad. It was about killing Arab terrorists too.
Owen said that he is boarding a plane to Florida to kick my ass for saying the Terminator sucks. I don't like the first Terminator. I don't think it's good.
I think
That's
it's
fine.
great.
That's fine. I'm not saying that you're wrong. I just personally, it's not. I don't like it very much.
The other one that I didn't like was
Sixth Day is not a bad movie.
Yeah.
Oh, those Expendables movies. That's more Sylvester Stallone, but those movies are trash.
Yeah.
And I saw the first 3 of those in theaters because my friends loved them and were like, we have to go see them. And
I don't know. I must have been on a date or something. I have no idea what made me watch that in theaters.
Every time I watched an Expendables movie, I was like, this sucks. I'm bored. It's not good.
The
hiccups.
Oh no, I'm mixing up Sixth Day with End of Days. Sixth Day was fun. That was the one with the clones. End of Days,
but I like it.
Really bad.
Isn't End of Days the Johnny Depp movie?
No, End of Days is Gabriel Byrne
Gate or Ninth Gate.
Are you thinking of From Hell?
No, From Hell is a different thing.
Ninth Gate is the one where he's looking for a set of books that will summon the devil. And it's it's super boring.
It's not good, but I will always appreciate Arnold Schwarzenegger's performance in Batman and Robin.
Yeah, that was fun.
I mean, I've said it a million times before. They were planning on a 5th one of those movies. There have been rumors that Nicolas Cage was going to play, not Nicolas Cage. I don't remember. Somebody was going to play the Scarecrow. Courtney Love was going to be Harley Quinn. It's like, at the time, I'm sure I would have hated it, but I wish we had it. You know what I mean? It's like that Nicolas Cage Superman that never got made. It wouldn't have been good, but I kind of wish we had it now. Did I ever
tell you my Batman and Robin story? It's not good. In fact, you might call it problematic. Although not for me. Nothing I did was problematic. So I saw that movie with a guy that I'd been chatting with for a few months on the internet. He came up as soon as I turned 18.
Oh.
He was a 52-year-old judge from Vermont. And still to this day, I haven't seen him. I think he's dead. But to this day, one of the hottest men I've ever seen.
I mean, if you were 18 and he was 52, he would have to be like 170 now.
He would be in his 80s now, I think. right? 97. But but the worst part, it just turned out it was a nightmare though, because we saw the movie together. It was great. We made out through half of it. So I don't remember that much, except that Bane was super hot. And then he's like, oh, let's meet up with friends. He had another guy who thought he was on a date with him.
Oh,
of that date. It was awful. So I hung out with this guy who thought he was on a date with the guy I was on a date with, and we were both like grumbling about each other. The other guy was like 40 though.
Okay, seems more age appropriate, John.
No, but I mean, he should have been less angry towards me because he was, I was being jerked around.
That's fair.
And in the end, the guy who also thought he was on a date with me ended up driving me home. It was really weird. But I remember telling my parents I was going to be home later because they convinced me to hang out with them until like 2 a.m. And I called my parents, and my dad told me Diana just died.
Oh.
Same day.
You mean Princess Diana?
Yeah, Princess Diana.
All right. I think that's a good place to stop. We made it to the Aerostome. There's another big dungeon coming up where we got to do the computer stuff. I think we get Robo, or we meet Robo, but we'll save that for next week.
All right. Yeah, sorry I wasn't paying enough attention to Future World. I love this
that's
world.
Okay. This is the point. This is why we do this. This is why we have multiple people on, so we can chit chat and have fun and talk to the viewers and,
Oh, weird. I guess the Jim, did you tweak the delay thing? Because Galani's already talking about Diana dying, so it's not as long as I thought.
No, I didn't change any settings.
Oh, Cliffhanger is a great Stallone movie. That's right.
Oh, man, that opening scene of Cliffhanger is so good.
No, well, yeah, that's when he let his wife die, right?
Stallone's got some good movies, too. Maybe we'll talk about him next week.
Yeah,
on the Square Roots Podcast stream.
Yeah, thanks, everyone.
I'm going to say for the third time, if you haven't done it, please hit that like button. It really does help. And why wouldn't you? It costs you nothing. And, subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Subscribe to the Square Roots Podcast. Check out our Patreon. Check out our website, even though there's not a lot there. And I love you. We love you, and you're our best friends. And that's why you'll come back next week.
I promise to tell another weird early dating story of mine next time.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, that was the most awkward story I've ever heard of my life.
All right.
He was really
everyone.
hot. Bye.
Thank you. Thank you so much for watching.